Good morning, everyone. So yes, so today it is about HR and skill matching, and then campus placement officers. Congratulations, everyone who have bought the awards and who are going to get the awards too. So I would like to touch upon, also I would like to thank Mr. Rajeshwaran, who is founder and CEO of this organization, and invited me as an chief guest. Mr. Rajeshwaran, yeah, thank you, and Bharti Raja and Tony as well. Thank you so much for inviting me. And yeah, so I would like to thank Mr. Niyunan Gopinathan. Sir, you remember that we met already once in the airport of, when you are flying to Chennai from Thoothukudi. So we met once, I have exchanged my card with you. So again, nice catching up with you here. Yeah. And yes, so I would like to, see, so majorly the whole team here is about placement officers and, HR team. So to start up with the, with the placement officers, you guys are the people who are actually catching up with the industries and making sure the students are getting their career settled well. So that was fantastic that what you do, but at the same time, how we will do this better. I think all of us are gathered here to understand how are we going to do it better, and how are we going to make the lives of students better is what we try to do. And for me, from my perspective, it is that today the kind of technology or the kind of change is very fast. What we have seen from my college days to today, and that requires a dynamic change in the colleges as well, or the university syllabus as well. That's how I see it, and it is very important for the, university. It is not, I'm an young entrepreneur, I cannot really challenge the whole universities that has worked so far, but still I see there is a change that is important for the universities. Like, for example, I'll give a story of one of my friend called Anil, who is now settled in Canada as a QA, but he is from the background of triple E, like electronic subject, and where this electronic subject where he studied, and then he chose to become a software QA engineer, and he was not as well settled as an, when he does, if he has chosen software engineer as, like CSC or IT as his choice, they would have become more easier, or he would have settled more better, is what I see, or how I felt. So there, the point of view is here is how we can provide opportunities. So most of the people who are taking electronics or other subjects are moving to software, and I see only 10% of the people who are studying their subjects and getting settled into their subjects. If I am wrong, you can correct later, with me in person, but that's what I have seen the metrics. This has to be changed. I think the kind of syllabus that we have, or the kind of dynamic nature that we have, like once you choose for 4 years, but today even in HRs we promote to change the careers as you want. 4 years is a very lengthy time that students spend. How we can bring the dynamic nature, and how we can, I don't have a solution for sure, but I can only suggest something what I feel is right for the students or for the future of the career. And the skill set gap would much rectify if we can bring this dynamic nature rather than sticking to one single formula. You choose 4 years before, by the 4 years we complete, and the whole dynamics change in the industry. That should be changed within the universities, or how you handle is what I feel. And yeah, whatever, whoever here who can work towards this, or who can influence in future when you get opportunities, please try to look into that metrics. And also one more for HRs, yeah, how it worked for me, how important an HR for the company is. When I started it, as an startup with 5-6 employees, whom I have had with my known network, and so then when we are growing, so first 2 years we did not have any HR. Only after third year we got our first HR, who is sitting here, Sudhendra Devi. And that, until then I used to take care of all the activities of posting the job, and then hiring, going for taking care of interviews and doing all the walk-ins and stuff. But then the HR, when she came into the company, how it changed, how the dynamics changed was like, so I used to only, my goal is to, being an entrepreneur, my goal is to select the right candidate. That's how it will be. I will not entertain, taking care of them, making them sit in the front office, the way, someone making sure that they are received well and then taken care until the waiting period, offering them water, tea, coffee, nothing will happen for them when was they have to come and they have to wait. So if they message me, I'll answer them saying that yes, you will be interviewed soon. Then I had to go ahead and do that process. Okay, so that's how it used to be. And then when the HR was there, the whole dynamics changed, and I see that what has happened to me when I went to an MNC, that was happening to the employees or the aspirants who are coming to us. So that was one important fact, that how HR from there, the how it is changed today. We are a 400 member team and 100 crore valuation company. So these all like one phase that was introduced, and then we have kept up our standards as much as possible to keep up with the MNCs, so that the employees who come to us also feel that we are a startup, but still we try to catch up with the MNCs. So here when I talk about this SME and MNCs, HR being the front face, as well as handling both management as well as being friendly with the employees. This part is something which again I have an contradictory view. So the labor laws or the policies that we have should be again has to be varied for industry as well as for the size of the companies. Now an SME, as an entrepreneur, as a startup person, I believe that working hard is very important. Or smartness is always there, but as you all know that when you work hard, it beats smartness. Like someone who is smart and someone who is less smarter but works hard can beat it. So I prefer in putting in like that extra effort to ensure the results or to ensure the output that is required for an SME to stand up and do things well. So in this case, what happens, the labor laws or other facts, that doesn't help. They look at every company like MNC who is having $1 billion in cash in the bank, and then a company who as who is struggling to fight every day. This environment has to be rightly considered by the government or by the laws, labor laws, whoever was influencing it. I think some of the HRs here are also part of this labor law, considering that panel. So please think about these points, whichever I would like to bring from my end. Like as an entrepreneur, I'm only trying to give the points from my end, and I know that employees. I was an employee once, and then I did not work for long as an employee, but still try to see all the points. I have seen most of the times it is only spoke in the favor of in the favor of employees, but never spoke in the favor of employer. They assume that employer has everything always. No, it is not true. They have their challenges and they have their fights and struggles to handle too. At the same time, recently Infosys Narayan Murthy was told this 70-hour work time, and he was blasted left and right, even though he is very big guy. So there is no. I know that people are merciless when it is said something which is against the view. But yeah, the point of view what Murthy sir said, or what I believe in as well, is like in the similar lines, that you have to put extra effort for your career as well, and that will help for the India's growth as well, which we all aspire for. Thank you all.